that one, that's the 660. You got the 200T clone.
What is this?
And then you have the...
This is a lot of the chainsaw.
Then you have the 261 with an 18-inch bar.
That's the
The GTA 26. So 4-inch, 14-inch, 18-inch, 32-inch. Little power, a little bit more power, good power, and lots of power. Hopefully. I think this is all the size of the chainsaw that we need. I don't plan on buying any more unless if it's just to tinker around with or something. But this one's a good everyday chainsaw. I like using it. It's nice and smooth. Starts really easy compared to the T220. The G660 when I started, it started pretty easily. Yeah. And this one starts so easy. You just boom, first time. Don't have to pull anything. And so this is my chainsaw collection so far, and I've used these three right here. I haven't used the big G660 yet, the 660 clone. I just got the bar in yesterday and chain, so I haven't had time to play with it yet. This is the first one I bought, the 261 CM. It cuts like a dream when the chain is sharp. Right now it's getting a little dull. I need to probably sharpen it. Maybe after the next time I use it. I used this one yesterday, and other than like the carburetor tune like being too rich and spitting out a little bit of like before I just cleaned it, so this was all black from the burnt oil, and it was like just spewing out oil. So but it ran really great. It starts fairly easy. It's not like the 261, but it was very handy because it's top handle and it's balanced, and I can hold something and cut with it pretty easily. And the oiler seems to be over oiling a little bit. I need to see if I could dial it back down some. But I cut with it for about 30 minutes, and I had it full, and it still has, you can see at the bottom, maybe there's a little bit of fuel left. So, and then this thing, oh my goodness, this is nice for cutting almost anything. I have sunk the bar. It's a 4-inch bar. I have sunk the bar all the way into oak, like kind of almost stabbed it. I kind of went like that because of this guard. You can't stab it directly, but 4 inches into oak, no problem. It has plenty of power for what it is, and it's been a dream to just cut down. And what wifey uses it, the little electric one, it's nice for like cutting the small saplings and just branches off of some larger trees. Up to, you could basically do 8 inches if you really wanted to, because you could 4 inches at a time. This one was handy to do like a lot of repeated cuts, like cutting down like the larger saplings, and just to chop them up into stuff we can use for firewood. This thing I actually was cutting rounds off of a tree that fell, and the bar wasn't even sticking out the other side, so it was probably maybe about 19-20 inches, this 18-inch bar. It's probably 19-20 inches of diameter of tree that I was cutting, and it went through it just fine. I haven't used this one yet, but watch out for a video of me using this soon. This thing is just going to be a monster, so I can't wait to use it. I'm going to trip over it. Dang thing is so long. Okay, let me go put all these up. No, it has a two-stroke engine.
Is super strong? It's strong like wagon?
No, it's not strong like wagon, but it'll cut wagon apart. Okay?
It's cut everything?
It'll cut it. No, it won't cut metal. So here's our small chainsaw collection. We got 5 chainsaws right here. This is the Stihl GTA 26. We like this one for pruning and other light duty work. But if you want, you can sink this bar straight into a piece of oak all the way down 4 inches. So it has the power to do it. And don't put your finger next to it. This is a Poulan electric chainsaw. This was part of a pole saw kit.
That only had a wire on there.
And it is electric. You have to plug this one in. I bought this years and years ago. What's the manufacturing date? Probably.
It only had a plugger.
Yeah, it has a plugger.
Look at the plugger. You like that chainsaw?
Yeah, I like it.
Why had no plugger in our place?
Yeah, this is our Poulan electric one. I bought this many years ago. I don't see a manufacturing date. It is electric, but you got to plug this one in. The oil feed is manual. You have to press this every time you want to oil up the chain. When I got it, I guess the chain was backwards, and I never noticed because I was a dummy. And so recently I just sharpened the chain. It's fairly sharp now. It's on the right way, and it actually cuts decently well. This third one is a steel clone of the 200T. It has a 14-inch bar, and this is the Holzformer G111 model. It runs really great. The only thing is, I do need to tune the carburetor. This is still the factory settings, and it is leaking bore oil. So I don't know exactly what's causing that, but it still runs, I mean, really great. I ran it for about 35-40 minutes the other day, just chopping up trees probably up to about this big around into like little sections we can burn or use for other stuff. Like I think I was cutting some about 3 or 4 foot long, and it performed great. This next one is actually a real steel saw. This is the 261 CM. It has an 18-inch bar, and this thing is, for the size of it, I am very surprised how, I mean, again, you can stick the bar straight into something, and it works really great. I've put probably about 5 or 6 tankfuls through this saw, and it runs silky smooth. When you rev it up, it's great. This next one is a beast. This is a Holzformer G60 Pro. This is a clone of the this is a clone of the actual 060 steel saw, not the 660. The difference is the caps. That's why this is a clone of this 060 and not the 660. It has a 32-inch bar. I do, like right now, I'm planning on just kind of breaking it in, just on some stuff that's already on the ground. And then maybe later on I'll get a different chain for some milling, get the Alaskan like sawmill thing, and go to town with that. But that's why I got the 660. It's a 92cc saw, and this is the Pro model, so it has the upgraded cylinder, piston ring, the carburetor, and like the side plate is all upgraded. And then it has this very ugly looking hydro dips on all the plastic and the side cover, and I don't know, I'm thinking of ripping all that off and painting it because it's just so ugly. I wish they would have done something different, you know, or at least just leave the blue plastic and have the 660 Pro up here. It does have a metal bottom plate on the saw, which is kind of nice. I've only kind of just fired it up just to see if it runs. Seems to run. I never ran it with the chain on it, but hopefully soon I'll be able to run this. But I'm pretty sure it's going to run. From what I hear, it's going to run rich again, and so I'll probably need to tune that too. But yeah, so this is my collection so far. I said, wifey's smiling because I said so far. I think if I get anything else, I want to get something where you have to build it from scratch. Like you can buy, like with the Formatec, you can buy a kit for the saw, like a repair kit, and it includes every part for the saw. And so you have to put it together yourself. So I think I want to do that. That way I have time to like pick out the parts I want to exchange for something a little bit higher quality, and maybe kind of finish some of the parts a little bit better where it's needed. Like usually like the cylinder, it needs a little bit of extra touch up. But like, yeah, I just want to be able to build one from scratch just to say I do it. You know, it's the next level puzzle, you know. So again, on this G660, I really bought it to be on a sawmill, portable sawmill, and not really for bucking or doing anything else, because the rest of the saws can probably cover most of the trees on our property. But I will use it for some bucking and other cutting initially, just to kind of get it broken in. Yeah, so and tuned up pretty good, so that when I do put on the sawmill, it's running pretty good. It's broken in, ready to go. I'm not really going to do any modifications on any of them. I don't see a reason to. If I need more power or something smaller, I can always go get that. There's no reason to modify one of these saws when they work perfectly good.